Huh. Oh, look at this. What type of toy is this? Is this a toy or is this some game or huh? This is incredible. And how is that made? Let's see. Hmm. You take a block of wood and you do this. You dig two holes across the block of wood. Three holes. Oh, sorry, three holes. I had not seen it up to there. Oh, not just holes. You make a. Oh, this is how it goes down. Okay. Hmm. This is how you make that stuff that we have just seen. You see, and if you don't have this machinery, I don't know. You can just be creative. You see, like now I've never seen this machinery, but I think you can use some other stuff. Even a piece of metal or stone to scrub until you just make something like this. And then you put it in hot water. Oh, and that's it. If you put it in hot water, it is easy to put the golf in. But then when it dries, it cannot get out. That's interesting. Did you know that, man? Good vibes and respect to yourself for clicking. Let's dive in. Watch till the end. Look at this small tractor here. And it has some sand. And where is it going? Oh my god. It is doing some delivery, some press here. Oh. Hmm. This is incredible. Good people of Earth. What type of delivery is this tractor doing? It really has to carry to do a lot of rounds to cover the big truck, you see. But anyway, if it is working with humans, maybe they know this is the best plan for it, you see. Hmm. Oh, and this is how some videos are made. You see, when it is taken from a video, it looks like a big truck, you see. It can be magnified, and you cannot know whether it was some big truck or a toy truck, you see. We should always be honest with one another. Now, when someone shows a video and it's a small truck like that, they are saying it's big, they tell us it
In
was jokes.
1993, German engineer Rudolf Gattenbrink was inside the Great Pyramid of Giza studying an unexplored shaft in the Queen's Chamber. What's interesting about this shaft is that unlike the two shafts found in the King's Chamber, they don't open up to the outside. Instead, they seemingly go about 10 feet into the wall and lead to a dead end, meaning the purpose of them was still unknown. So Rudolf created a little robot that was equipped with a camera and a light small enough to fit inside of this 8-inch wide square shaft. And when they sent this robot into the tunnel, something happened that would change his life forever. Once the robot reached what was supposed to be the end of this shaft, they noticed that it kept going. But rather than continuing in a straight line, it actually ramped up at a 40-degree angle into a much longer, previously undiscovered section. And from the camera's feed, they could see that it went for another 90 yards before coming to a dead end, where the robot came up to what appeared to be a tiny limestone door with 2 copper handles embedded into it. This discovery baffled Rudolf and his team because metal has never been found anywhere else inside the Great Pyramid, which is supposed to be made entirely of limestone. And they could tell this was a door of some sort because it had a little bit of space around the edges, indicating there was likely something behind it. Was this door placed there after the pyramid was built, or was it intentionally put there to protect something? Either way, Rudolf had to know what was behind that door. That's when he asked Zahi Hawass, the Minister of Antiquities for the Egyptian government, for permission to investigate further and see what was behind the door.
We worked 2 years.
Now no longer.
No longer, no.
Why not?
But rather than giving him permission, Zahi, along with the Egyptian authorities, shut down Rudolf and his team and banned them from ever researching the site again.
There were quite a lot of problems between us about the question how to state the find.
Now, we've actually met Zahi before in my video about the Sphinx, and the truth is, Zahi, despite being the most famous archaeologist in Egypt, has a known history of suppressing any new evidence that may conflict with mainstream Egyptology.
When I do archaeology, you listen to me. Shut up!
But what you need to realize is that the vast majority of mainstream Egyptology is based on ideas that are highly speculative at best, especially when it comes to the Great Pyramid. Because almost everything you've ever learned in school about it are not proven facts, but rather are unproven hypotheses based on circumstantial evidence and perpetuated by Zahi at the top of the mainstream Egyptology pyramid. See what I did there? Now, according to mainstream scientists, the Great Pyramid of Giza was built about 4,500 years ago by the pharaoh Khufu, who wanted to use it as his tomb one day. It allegedly only took 20 years years to complete. By the time it was finished, the pyramid actually looked much different than it does today because it was covered in a white, smooth limestone that went all the way up from the base to the capstone, which was made of solid gold. That is, until somewhere in the 1200s, a huge earthquake hit Egypt, causing most of the buildings in Cairo to collapse, along with some of these white limestones to break loose. Unfortunately for us, the Egyptians at the time decided to then strip off the rest of the white limestone along with the capstone so they could be used to help rebuild the city, leaving the blocky appearance that it has today. But here's where things start to get murky.
Hello. Wala ka no.
Poppy, no! You put that down. Bad girl, no! No! Get off the table! Get down! Are you supposed to be on the bed? You are? Do you have a permission slip? Bye. Poppy, no! No, give me that. No. Hey! That's not yours. Poppy. No, you're making a mess. What are we doing? Excuse me. Thank you for doing that. Hey. That's a pen. Give it to me. What are you gonna write?
Oh, humans and animals, just good vibes.
If you do any type of transaction at a bank that surpasses $10,000 in cash, they'll report it to the government with a CTR, which stands for Currency Transaction Report. Like, they get some personal information from you, which a lot of the times they'll already have because it's your own account, and they'll usually just try and fill in what they can without you really realizing it. It's really just for anti-money laundering, just to make sure that all businesses and stuff are legit. But if you're constantly going in there and you're like, I'll just withdraw like $9,000 or I'll just deposit $9,800 and not breach that 10, they'll do a separate report, which would be for suspicious, like you being sus. And they're like, oh, if you have got nothing to hide, like, why are you being like weird about it? Just do the 10,000, whatever you want.
Huh. Why would they have to do that? And it's your money, you see? Anyway, good vibes, man. What is happening here? Oh my god. Did that person try to run over that woman, or what was happening? This is creepy, man. Good people of Earth, we should always treat one another with kindness and caring and good vibes, you see? You said the other day that kindness and love is the language that even the deaf can hear and the blind can see, because it costs nothing and it's just free to give and speak, and it's just good vibes, you see? Be kind to your neighbor and to the person next to you. Imagine the person next to you is your brother or your sister or your mom, father, or the person you love most, you see? And the stuff you do to them is the stuff that maybe another person would do to your sister or brother or whoever you care for. You see, that's why you should treat
Yo, this
people
feels so
down.
illegal to know. This is why you gotta be careful posting stuff on the internet, because whatever you delete can be found, and I found it. For example, if you have a Twitter and you're posting a lot of stuff, and this is all in the past, right? And you decide that you want to be a better human, and then you just like start removing stuff and deleting all your messages and comments off of, like, you know, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, just so you won't get caught up. But if someone knows about this tool, then it doesn't even matter because they can just do this. Let me show you. So what you want to do is type this in right here, hit enter. Then you want to click this right here. And this is not just for like deleting messages. This is for books and websites, absolutely anything. So if they once had it on their website and they took it down or modify it, it will be here. So for news articles, absolutely everything. So now let's go for Twitter. So I went on Twitter, copied my URL, and put status, because when you make a post, that's what it is. Look what happened when I hit enter. Bro, this is all the stuff I deleted, and it goes way back. Let's click one of these. All right, it's loading. Yo, this is crazy.
Oh man. Oh, that's crazy, definitely.
What in the satanic Illuminati Adam and Eve portrait photo shoot did Khloe Kardashian just do? She's literally eating the apple out of the serpent's mouth. And then this is the one that she posted on her actual Instagram where the apple is covering her chest. This was a photo shoot for some type of magazine, I think. And then a few days later goes and posts this on her Instagram. I mean, I don't know what she's up to, but these pictures are giving me some weird vibes.
Oh, what do you think about those pictures?
Stop, you're gonna want to see this. Somebody apparently recorded a satellite that fell out of orbit. I think y'all gonna want to see this. So somebody reporting found the satellite that crashed from out of orbit. As y'all can see right there, there is a parachute or a balloon or something that is attached to this satellite. So that means somebody been lying to us. Them launches that we seen, that was a lie? Yeah, I think so. I think we starting to get the gist now. Remember how I said the parachute and how these satellites was attached to these parachutes, right? Right. Watch this. This is a satellite that is going up in the sky, into orbit. Are we seeing this? So what happened to the space launches? How the satellites got up there in the first place? Oh, they got up there through these balloons. Interesting. So the satellites that are up in the sky, they're on parachutes instead of being in orbit. Yeah, that's good information to know. Flat Earth! My bad. Now let me know what y'all think about these satellites being attached to hot air balloons in the comments. Like and follow for more wisdom and stay tuned. Follow me on YouTube if y'all want that exclusive content. And YouTube, this video is for entertainment purposes only. Only entertainment.
Oh man, that's weird, very weird. Thank you very much. Nature is amazing. Look at this, man. Some guy here came with some nuts and decided to throw the nuts inside some hole there on the road. Oh, some squirrel was there waiting. It's good vibes. Yo, this is good vibes, man. Good people of us. We should always treat animals with loving and caring. You see, even if those stories in the Bible are true, man was first put in the universe with animals, you see, and the trees and nature. We should care for this nature and all that is in it. That way, maybe the universe will even reward us, you see, with the incredible stuff and blessings. Good people of us. There should be no stray animals and all those stuff. It's very sad when you see that, you see. And you know, these animals there in the society out there that are stray, they picture how we live in the society. Because if we care for one another, we would not let also
If you follow
animals
Jesus
out
Christ,
there,
you
you
need
see?
to check this out. In the beginning, which is the first word of the Bible, Bereshit. So we have the first verse of the Bible. Bereshit bara Elohim et hashamayim vayet haaretz. In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. But we're going to focus on the first word, Bereshit. So the letters in order are as follows: Bet, Resh, Aleph, Shin, Yod, and Tav. Now the definition of Bereshit in the pictorial Hebrew is as follows. So Bet and Resh together means son or son of. Aleph equals power, authority, strength, and is said to be used by the Hebrews to represent God. Shin equals sharp, press, eat, so in other words the function of the teeth when chewing, or to consume or destroy, and can also mean steadfast or change. Yod is an arm, meaning work, make, and deed, the functions of the hand or the hand of God. And then we have the Tav, which is the cross sticks, meaning mark, sign, or covenant. And so here is the letters in the pictorial, and here is the letters in the model. So the very first word in the Bible, Bereshit, in the beginning, in the pictorial Hebrew holds this claim, that the Son of God will destroy sin by his work or hand on the cross. Even from the very beginning, the Son of God was to die on a cross for us by the work of his own hand to liberate us from our sins and enter into a new covenant with him. So in the beginning, Bereshit has these consonants, and the word first fruits also has the exact same consonants but spells Bikurim. And we know that Jesus was the first fruits unto God. And the word head is within house. So the same consonants, when just separated apart, we've got house and then we've got head. So head on the inside of house. And we know that Jesus is the head in the house of God. And Colossians 1:18 actually sums up these 3 points in one verse. And he is the head of the body, the church. He is the beginning, and he is the firstborn from the dead, which is the first fruits, that in everything he might be preeminent. Jesus is the focal point from the opening sentence as the creator of the heavens and the earth from the first word of the Hebrew Bible, as the head of the house, the first fruits, and also in the first 2 letters as the Son of God. Hebrew is God's chosen language from God's chosen people, and it is awesome to study.
Oh, that is interesting. Good vibes.
You have to appreciate this man rolling this tractor over rocks like it's his dad's lawnmower, but somehow it seems designed to do this. Look at this spark action taking place as this crusher is just decimating and smokifying that rock into dust. Men watching out there, probably not with glasses. They are not far enough away from this thing, but that rock has been turned to dirt.
I guess paper's not the only thing that beats rock.
Don't do that. Boulder is now sand. Look at that. Incredible stuff here. And look at all these tiny, smaller rocks that it's just backing up over.
Yo, why wouldn't you just like move the rocks?
Oh yeah, you want to do that? I mean, there would be a lot to move all these things. Instead, you just smash them up and put them right in the dirt. Fall for more man.
Oh my god, that is fascinating. Good vibes, man.
Check this out, y'all. Look at a whole bunch of people. You want to know what they're looking at? Look at all these flying fish. I'm just kidding, they're sardines. But this happened in the Philippines, y'all. Look at this. Sardines just apparently were just beaching themselves, right? And then the people were enjoying and catching all the fish. They look like flying fish, honestly. But look at the sky, y'all. You see the sky? Y'all want to know what happened? So after all these sardines started beaching themselves, literally within 48 hours, an earthquake happened, you guys. So there was a 6.7 magnitude earthquake literally after those fish beached themselves. Now, scientists are trying to say that these events are not connected, but why would the fish just come up and start beaching themselves for no reason? They're trying to call it upwelling. This phenomenon is known as upwelling, in which nutrients from the deep sea rise to shallow coastal waters, triggering blooms of plankton. The sardines, which feed on plankton, likely followed the blooms into the shallows and got trapped, making it more likely for them to beach themselves. Now, some locals believe that this phenomenon is a gift from God and that they see it as a sign that the new year will be prosperous. And literally 48 hours later, the area was struck by a powerful earthquake, sparking speculation that the fish may have sensed the impending natural disaster and fled into shallow waters. We already know animals are connected to the earth. They know when things are about to happen. You see all the animals acting up right now, right? Because they know the earth is going through a change right now. They said the numbers of sardines was likely in the millions, y'all. Millions. I truly believe the fish knew what was going down because, again, animals are connected. But I'm just fascinated by the sky because look how red it is. And then literally within 48 hours, a huge earthquake happens. Yeah, they know what's up, y'all. Animals are intelligent. They are directly connected to the earth. But yeah, y'all, what time to be alive, you guys. What a time to be alive. So this is what happened in the Philippines, you guys, just in case you were wondering. Hey, at least they're happy. They're gonna be eating for a while, y'all. Let's get this shift. So earthquakes, floods, heavy rainstorms, snowstorms, polar vortex, tornadoes, hurricanes. What else am I missing, y'all? There's so much going on around the world, huh? Let me know what you guys think about this video. Leave your comments down below and share this video, y'all. This video is solely for educational purpose only. I am only raising awareness to interesting things during this interesting times. Thank y'all for tuning to my frequency. The shift is here, y'all. Let's get it. Peace in.
Oh, one love, man. Peace and unity to the whole world.
The O-negative blood type, an O-negative person can give their blood to a dog, a canine, or Canites. You know that whole phrase where they say canites and canines? It's interesting because O negative is in a human and O negative is in a dog. And think about what we're always told. Man's best friend is a dog. You start to sit there and think, maybe the blood type has something to do with it. The dog and the man, or the dog and the woman, whatever you want to say, are connected on the blood. And then if you think, if O negative is connected to the dog, they would have a very powerful sense of smell. They'd also have a very powerful sense of hearing, like a dog. They also say that O negative is really good at digesting meat, like a dog. Can eat anything. Or as somebody said, a werewolf. Yes, that could be. We have a full moon coming soon and maybe people turn into werewolves. Totally possible. If we let our hair grow out completely, I mean, think of how much hair people actually can have. We've seen like those hairy people that are like completely covered. So then you got to sit there and think, totally possible. But the O negative is very connected. I'm O positive, I smell very well and digest meat very well, but don't eat it. RH O negative, I can't hear. You might need some black ginger. Black ginger is great for hearing.
Did you know that?
Here's the thing about people who are 8s. You have to live a righteous life. I'm not telling you have to be religious. I'm just telling you have to live a righteous life, because if you do anything bad, it's going to come back to you like that. Other people, maybe in a year, maybe next lifetime. You and every other person who's born in the 8th, 17th, 26th, or 8 life path, they get their karma right away.
Scientists say this is probably how the pyramids were built. Look at this. That people hit big rocks and they use the hitting to cut the rocks. Do you think this is how it really went down? See those pyramids, they are really high, and if they used this method of hitting, they could have taken a lot of years, man, you see? And the pyramids could not have been as straight as they are. Or what do you think about this? Good people of Earth, I'd like you to always leave your comments on such stuff, you see? Because like this one, man, it could have taken people ages to do that. If there's this one block, it has fallen, it is not even perfectly shaped. I think that's how they did to make pyramids. They could have made a lot of attempts to come up just with the flat, perfect blocks. Or what do you think? That is crazy, man.
What?
无比灰心，新来的高层这个同学，我们的三位朋友伸手特别棒。好，那么从指法呢辨别出来，第三位朋友学到的是螳螂拳。 学过的原创基本功也是非常不错的，动摇不动怕。好，外摆人，外拍脚，飞龙，乌龙脚对起身法。 左脚后撤，踢腿滑步，下压手腕，这招年轻下的招式，螳螂捕蝉。好，谢谢我们的弟子。好，亲爱的观众朋友们，舞台上的三位。
Oh man, that's some good waves humans showcasing their skills. Oh, that's incredible. Good stuff. And how do you explain this? Let's see. What is this? Are these people putting on one clothes, two people, or what's going on here? Huh? What is happening? Good people of Earth. Hey, looks like there is some creepy activity going on here. Oh my god, now how can you explain this? You see, good people of Earth, if you can understand what's going on here, please leave some comment. See, this is some creepy stuff that we need one another help to know what's really going on here, you see? And even to understand if this is real or is some movie stuff or is some CGI stuff. What do you think about this? You see, this is crazy, man. Look at the size of the human there compared to this other creatures here. Oh my god. This is crazy. This is out of this world. Oh, look at this. Looks like an obelisk. Don't know if you call it an obelisk or
Hey, you
what.
fool, see this shit? This is some crazy shit. I think that's a video. That's the moon. What the fuck is that and that? There's probably not even good. It is, huh? Look at that shit.
Oh.
So, I just found out something that's very creepy at my new apartment. It's pretty weird. Check it out. So look. I'm looking at the mirror. I'm looking at the mirror. Tell me you didn't see a delay. My kids keep saying that they see the mirror a little slower. It's kind of creeping me out.
Look closely.
I know what it is. It's creepy. Never heard of anything like this. And here's the even scarier part. Like, we look at the shadows. Like, check this out. So that the light is right there. And we do a shadow. Well, the shadow thing is it's not working right now, but see? Never mind, the shadow thing's not working. Our shadows are usually off at this place too.
Hello to see more.
What type of creepy stuff is that going on there?
The biggest snake ever recorded and a completely new species has just been found in the Amazon. And no, it's not Drake. Its size was confirmed by 14 scientists from 9 different countries. Wish I didn't make the Drake joke now. And it came out as a staggering 26 foot long. Its body was as thick as a car tire, and its head was about the same size as the average human head. The snake was found to be a new species of anaconda, and it is the first of its kind ever recorded in the Amazon.
Oh, that's some big stuff. Extremely. If there are 6,000 years, look at this. How did this happen? This is some creepy tree that grew on some house here. That looks like it was really made from the past. Oh.
This would be Turner's final investigation of the Lightfoot house.
It might be a hotel night. I'm dead serious.
And on the very first night he was there, he caught something new.
That's new. I've never seen that door open, period. Ever.
Most of the second day at the Lightfoot house, he spent roaming around the woods on the property. He was following a map that had been left by James Lightfoot himself that had clues to where he had buried all of his victims.
So, they're obviously trying to tell me something about this bathroom and or this closet.
When he had returned, the light in the bathroom was turned on. He never went into the bathroom.
You know,
And this seemed to be where most of the knocks and bangs were coming from, in between the bathroom and the closet.
That is creepy as hell.
And of course, on his third night of the investigation, everything escalated with a phone call. This time, Turner wouldn't be running. He was determined to find out what these spirits were trying to tell him. He had been led to the bathroom, and then back to the closet. When Turner had thrown the door open, it looked exactly the same as it always did. Nothing had been moved until he looked up. And what he found was nothing short of miraculous.
I think I see something down there.
Oh man, what did you think that guy found there? See, that's some
Do
scary.
you know why people start looking different when they start following their human design? You'll start noticing that when you start following your human design, and I mean really following your strategy and your authority, you'll actually notice a physical difference in yourself. The reason why is because when people start following their strategy and their authority, they stop running into so much resistance in their physical reality. So if you're looking for some sort of anti-aging formula, follow your human design.
Huh, that's interesting. Good vibes.
How does the mirror know exactly what is there?
This is one of those things that everybody knows, but has a hard time explaining it, so let me do the honors here. I don't know why this is something that people have been more confused about lately, but it is. People are taking pieces of paper, then placing an object behind it and showing the straight-on view of this object here. They then take a side view here, and the object that's covered by this paper from the mirror is visible here, and people are wondering, how does the mirror know the object is there? This is because of something known as the incident ray as seen right here. The object reflects light. The light is then reflected from the object onto the mirror, which is reflected towards your eye. The angle of this incident ray is going to be the exact same when it bounces off of the mirror. An even more in-depth diagram right here reflects this even better. For example, if my phone was a mirror right now and I ended up blocking this right here, I could still see the lower half of my body because the angle in which the light is being reflected is going to still meet my eyes. This is a major law of reflection and holds true with any mirror. So again, the angle at which this cap is reflecting light is perfectly going to bounce off of the mirror over here, not behind the paper, and it's going to meet at the exact same angle towards the camera lens.
Did you understand what that guy was explaining?